Right, so we are back here again. Today we are going to make the lid that fits on top of here, hiding the screw head. Basically, it wouldn't have been necessary to have a lid there. We could have just let the screw head be visible, but it makes for nice testing of Onshape, because then we will have to do another part down here. We will have the lid, and then we will have to put them together in the assembly afterwards, so that we can test them. And the third tab I have down here now is actually the Swift calculation, which I have sort of added to the project, just to have everything in one place. So now we're going to look a bit at the lid. As some of you might have noticed, I am now on a Mac and not on a Windows computer, but that should be fine. We are going to make this lid here. So it's going to be 30 wide and 27 long. Let's start off. Maybe we should make this profile first, I think, actually, just to get it started. So we're going to make a new Part Studio. That opens up there. Part Studio 2. We'll do a renaming of it. We'll just call it lid. And now we'll sort of remove the different planes here. You can also remove the origin. Don't really need the origin, or we can let the origin be there. Let's do a sketch on the front plane. Then we'll do a this view normal to sketch plane. That makes it a bit easier to see. Now we have the center here. So let's start off with we'll make a rectangle, basically. We'll make a center point rectangle. We'll try that out. So we can center it in the origin. So putting it out here. This one says 103. That's not correct. We're 30 wide. And we're supposed to be, let's see here, there, 30 wide, and we're supposed to be 5 in height. 5. Well, we'll probably have to zoom in a bit here, just to get the view a bit better. So now we have just the basic rectangle shape. The rectangle function here in Onshape works perfectly well. Let's do some lines then and make these this incision inside of there. So we'll do this line. Just put it somewhere in here. We'll make an approximate here. We'll send it off towards here. We'll make sure it doesn't auto snap to anything apart from the bottom line. So we want this one to be parallel at the top. That should have made those two parallel now. Let's see what it tells us here. So this one is supposed to be, oh, that's parallel with those. I didn't fit it correctly. So I'm marking this one parallel. Parallel constraint requires 2 lines. So I have to actually mark both lines before I push the constraint. It's a bit different from Inventor. I'm used to choosing the constraint and then selecting the lines, but that's completely okay, not a problem. And probably we have to do the same with the origin and this one too, because we want these two to be coincident. Yeah, that works well. Then we also see that's correct, because we need 2.5 for height there. And now we have these, which need to be at a certain distance. So we're going to do a dimension from the outer line to there. Those are going to be 5. And and I'm pretty sure that we are supposed to be able to do equals here. Constrain 2 or more lines to have equal length or arcs to have equal radii. That's equal lengths of lines. So I'll probably just be better off doing dimension from this one to that one. This one in here. That one is also to be a 5. So there we have the basic shape. Now we need this one. So we're going to do an angle. If we can figure out how to do an angle here. Is there a specific one for angle? Let's see, normal midpoint equals. We'll just try to put out this one. See if it gives us. It gives us an angle. Anyway, the angle is to be 45 degrees. And we'll do the same here. 45 degrees. And then we have the first sketch done here. Basically, what I could have done was to just make the one side of it, and then I could have used the symmetrical stuff here, or the mirror function or something, and save myself half the work. But this wasn't a really complicated sketch, so it's easier to show if you do it on both sides yourself. If it had been a more complicated sketch, I would have used the mirror function. It probably wouldn't have saved me more than a couple of seconds in this case. Anyway, so we are done with this sketch. Now we need to extrude it. So we'll use the extrude function. We'll choose only this part of the sketch. And we'll do it symmetrical. And it's supposed to be 27. Then it will fit exactly. We want it to fit more or less exactly because we want this one to be a tight fit. So for now, we're going to do an exact measure here. The thing is, with an exact fit like this, if we were to make this in metal, we would have had to use tolerances to sort of avoid such an exact fit. It would have been difficult to fit them together. But since this is plastic, I don't really have much experience working with plastic like this. But I am guessing that the plastic will give enough that it will be possible to push this one in. So now we have the basic shape of the lid. We have the basic shape of the wall mount itself. So let's look at refining the designs a bit.